Progress.
Good evening, everyone. So last week we completed until question number 5, 2019 support seminar paper. We are going to complete the rest today. Plus prototype paper by Ministry of by Department of Examination. This prototype paper also we discuss 5 MCQs, and the rest I'll discuss today. And first I'll complete question number 6, 2019 support seminar paper. Question number 6. All the MCQs of this paper we have done, and structured essays also we have done, and essay type question number 5 we completed last week. Question number 6. Those who have done, you can check your answers with the red pen, and marks also allocated under each part. First one, explain what is mean by a catalyst. But what a catalyst, or what is mean by a catalyst. So actually this is from grade 10 chemistry. Those who some of the students, they don't know from which lesson they have given this question, so you should know from which lesson they have given this question at least. This is from grade 10 unit 17, under rate of reactions, under rate of chemical reactions. Explain what is mean by catalyst. There are some keywords you have to include in your answer when you write the definition of a catalyst. Substances that increases the rate of chemical reaction but not getting used up. Okay, so catalyst means substances that increases the rate of chemical reactions, increases the rate of chemical reactions but increases the rate of chemical reactions but not getting used up, but not being used up or utilized during the reaction. Okay, so most important thing you have to mention here, increases the rate of reaction, increases the rate of the reactions but not used up, not being used up during the reaction. That means if you use 5 grams of catalyst, at the end of the reaction also the same amount is left, not utilized or not being used up during the reaction, or not getting used up. Increases the rate of chemical reaction but not used up. You can write substances that increases. So these are the two keywords, increases the rate but not. Even if you write here 2 sentences or a complete paragraph, if you don't include increase the rate of reaction and not getting used up or not utilized, you will not get marks, right? Okay, next part, name the catalyst used for the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. This is one very popular reaction, even chemical calculation they can incorporate with this reaction. Decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. Catalyst, there are 3 catalysts you can use here. Most commonly used catalyst is manganese dioxide. Okay, I'll erase this one, the first one, the answer. Answer is MnO2, manganese dioxide. Okay, who can tell me, other than manganese dioxide, any other substance we can use to increase the rate of this reaction? Any volunteers? Yes, Mishal?
SiO2.
Yeah, very good, Mishal. Yes, SiO2. Silicon dioxide also can be used instead of MnO2 to increase the rate of this reaction. Very good. MnO2, or you can write SiO2, silicon dioxide, silica. Or even if you write hydrogen peroxide can be decomposed even in the presence of light and heat, but they are not considered as catalyst, right? Catalyst means it should be a substance or material substance. Next one, write 2 characteristics of catalyst. Any volunteers? So this one, latecomers, increases the rate of chemical reaction, the first one, the answer. Please try to join on time. Many students again in the waiting room. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Because your exam is very close, even 1 minute important these days. Okay. I'll ask, what are the characteristics of catalyst? Yes, Arosha, one characteristic. Manit?
They are chemically inert,
Very good, very good. Chemical inert.
not used in the reaction.
Any other? Yeah, chemically inert. That means chemically not used up during the reaction. Chemically unchanged during the reaction. Chemically not used up or chemically unchanged. Before the reaction also is manganese dioxide. After the reaction also may not do the formula or the chemical properties won't change. Chemically remains chemically unchanged. It remains chemically unchanged. Chemically unchanged. And a small amount only required. They are required in a small amount. And they are specific in action. Actually, grade 10 theory tude, I have given all the characteristics of the catalyst, right? So you can see here. Wait, I'll show the grade 10 theory, then it's easy to understand. Grade 10 theory tude, chapter 17. Wait, then you can, I don't need write, you can directly get the answers from there. Grade 10, chapter 17. Wait. Grade 10, chapter 17. Grade 10, unit 17. Okay. Right. You can see the screen here. Characteristics of catalyst here. Catalysts are not used in the reaction. So these are the properties. There are, I have given here 7 different characteristics. Catalysts are specific for, I'll write the most important one here, you can copy down. The characteristics of catalyst. Catalysts are specific for each reaction. They are specific in action. They are specific. Chemically inert. Chemically inert. Dry weight of the catalyst remain constant or unchanged at the end of reaction. Catalysts are not used up during the reaction. And physical nature of catalyst may change. And negative, and the other one is they are required in a small amount. That also you can write here. Catalysts are required in a small amount. What are the other properties of catalyst? Required in a small amount. They are required in a small amount. Small quantities. Small quantity of catalyst or small amount of catalyst is sufficient to increase the rate. So what is the question here? Right, 2 characteristics of catalyst. Right, look at here the latecomers. Part 3, 2 features of the catalyst. Answer will be what? This is the answer. You can write any 2 of this. Not used up in the reaction. Dry weight of the catalyst remain constant or unchanged, remain same. Catalysts are specific. That means what? You cannot use one catalyst to catalyze all the reactions in the world. Example, manganese dioxide only for this reaction. You can't use that for the other reactions, right? Manganese dioxide specific for this reaction. But for a given reaction, there can be more than one catalyst. Example, this one, you can use both MnO2 and SiO2. You get what I am saying? Now, for a given reaction, there can be more than one catalyst. For a given reaction, there can be more than one catalyst, right? But a given catalyst cannot catalyze all the reactions in the world. Remember, some reactions you can't find a catalyst. Okay. Next one, number 4. Tube B tube emitted 20 cubic centimeter volume of gas within 2 minutes. Write an expression to calculate the rate. So how to write the expression to calculate the rate here? Again, look at here the theory I have given in chapter 17. The expression for the rate of the reaction here. Rate of reaction you can write amount of products formed over time taken here. This expression you can write. Look at the screen here, everyone. This is the expression for the rate of reaction. I will highlight this. Amount of products formed over time taken. How many milliliters? So again, I'll move back to the, okay, please copy down this, everyone. Write this expression first. First you will write the expression or this equation. And then you can apply the values given here. What are the values given here? Look at the screen again. 20, how many milliliters or how many cubic centimeters? 20 cubic centimeters in 2 minutes. They have given the amount of products formed over time taken. Okay, how to write the, okay, I'll move up. I'll erase this. Look at the screen. Rate of reaction equal amount of products formed over time taken. So the answer for this, rate of reaction equal amount of products formed over time taken. Amount of products formed over time taken. Amount of products formed over time taken. That means amount of change over time taken. It can be reactants or products over time taken. How many milliliters are forming here? 2 cubic centimeter of the gas produced. What is the gas here? Oxygen gas is evolved. So 20 cubic centimeters divided by 2 minutes. Is that necessary to convert this into seconds? No need, right? This is like not in physics, so you don't need to write the answer in SI unit. Some reactions, remember, they are slow, then you can have to write the time in hours. Some reactions very fast, then you have to write the time in seconds. Depending on the how fast that happens, so the time can change from minutes or from seconds or hours, right? Sometimes you have to express the rate of reaction in this much of cubic centimeters per hours, because rate is very like the reaction is very slow. So how to write this? So the final answer, 10 cubic centimeters per minute. This is how you write the rate. It's a good question. This one you can put a star, because this type of question they can ask in the oral paper also. This part very important. It emit 20 cubic centimeters. Then that means amount of products means the amount of gas formed over time taken. But remember, they ask you to calculate. They don't ask us to calculate, even though I have done the calculation, right? They're asking just to write the expression only, to write an expression to calculate. Are they asking us to calculate? No need. So the answer is only this one. This is enough, because they have given only 1 mark. Even though because you had learned something new, so only this is enough, right? No need to write the calculation unless they ask you to do so. So just write, look at it. Always my advice, when you are reading the questions in the oral paper, pay attention to the question word. Write an expression. If you ask to write an expression, write the expression only. If they ask you to calculate it, then you have to do the calculation also. But anyway, you better write down the calculation also. Then you can learn how to calculate that. Please raise the hand those who have written this expression at least. Right, good. Sometimes in terms of reactants also they can ask this. Oh, okay, very good. Okay, those who have done this at home, very good. Now remember, children, you have to really work hard. Study at least 6-7 hours per day. Don't sleep more than maximum 6 hours sleep. If you are sleeping daytime also, then at night you have to take that time. So maximum 6 hours sleep, more than enough. Plus, because now end of February, March, April, right? Nearly maximum 2.5 months. Nearly 10 weeks. Nearly 10 weeks for the exam. And now you have to do more papers, more questions, rather than just memorizing the theory, right? Okay, next one. I'll erase the screen. This additional point is calculation, okay? But anyway, in the marking scheme also, provincial the support center marking scheme, they have not done the calculation. They have given only the expression, because they have given only 1 mark. If they have given, if you ask to calculate all this also, they will allocate at least 2 marks. With the calculation, they will allocate in the exam at least 2 marks. Right, then I'll erase the screen. Next part. Next one, number 5. Briefly explain how the temperature affect the rate of reaction. What happens when the temperature increases? When the temperature increases, kinetic energy of the particles increase. Right? Okay, write the first point. Briefly explain is you write at least 2 sentences. First you write, when the temperature increases, kinetic energy of the particles increase. When temperature, I'll write here TEMP, when temperature increases, kinetic energy of the particles increase. When temperature increases, comma, kinetic energy of reactants, so in other words, particles. Reactant part, kinetic energy of reactant particles. reactant particles, so molecules, reactant particles, kinetic energy increases. What happened? Kinetic energy means their velocity increase or the vibration, so they collide more frequently. Then what happened? Then the number of collisions per unit time increases. Then the number of collisions per unit time increases. Then number of collisions per unit time increases. What does that mean? Number of collisions per unit time. Number of collisions per unit time. That means per second or per minute. Per unit time increases. Then the rate of the reaction increase. Then number of collisions per unit time increases. Then only write the rate of the reaction increases. Then the rate of the reaction increases with the temperature. As a result, rate of the reaction increases with the temperature. Rate of reaction increases with the temperature. Rate of reaction increases with the temperature. That was your mention. They have not mentioned that in the question. Then rate of reaction increases with the temperature. Now what are the important points here? You have to underline. When the temperature increases, kinetic energy of particles increase, you have to write. Number of collisions increase, that you have to mention. So these are the 2 points here, because if they ask briefly explain or explain, they will allocate more marks. Number of collisions highlight per unit time. This is very important. Number of collisions per unit time increase is important. Then you have to write rate of the reaction. As a result, rate of reaction increases with the temperature. I have given here pink, blue and green background 3 points. Those 3 points you have to mention here. So you have to tell when the temperature increases, rate increase or decrease also you have to mention, because they are not given that in the question. Please raise the hand those who have given this idea in your answer. How many of you have given this idea in your answer? This rate of reaction, kinetic energy, those keywords should be there. Technical words should be there. Collisions, per unit time, kinetic energy. Without these words, you can't write this answer. How many of you? Only 7 students. What about the others? Others didn't answer this paper. You are just copying down the answers for this. From which lesson this? This is from the grade 10 chapter 17. Rate of chemical reactions. Right. Okay, good. Those who have done this at home, very good. Those who are really working hard, you commit nothing else. No shortcut for the good results. So if you are targeting good results, if you are really wanting to improve, your commitment and dedication number 1. Right. Your commitment and dedication more than your talent. So most of the people, those who have faced the challenges and succeeded in the world, not the very gifted people, right? Those who have really worked hard with their commitment and dedication. Now you don't get everything if you are working hard only you get everything. If you are really wanting to improve. Now part 6. I'll erase the screen. Anyone still copying down this? Please raise the hand. Anyone still copying down this answer? Done. Okay, I'll erase the screen. So the important keywords, so the technical terms I highlighted separately. Then next one. Part B. This is a very good question. Electrolysis of aqueous sodium. The most important word here, it's not molten, aqueous word is important. That means water is present in this aqueous NaCl. And graphite electrodes, so carbon electrodes are inert. You can write here these electrodes are inert. These carbon inert electrode. Therefore, they will not undergo any reactions. You can write here they are inert electrode. Anode also inert, cathode also inert. Look at the screen. Which side is? Look at the battery, everyone. First label okay. This is how you should start. Electrolysis, my advice, or electroplating or electrolysis. First you have to check whether it's electrolysis or electrochemical cell. That is the first thing. What is the first thing? It is electrolysis. Number 1. Okay, I'll put the order here. First you have to check if there is whether it's an electrochemical cell or electrolysis. Okay, it's electrolysis. That is the first thing. After that, look at the battery. Number 2. Battery label the plus and minus. So this is the positive terminal, this is the negative terminal. Accordingly, you can label anode and the cathode. Positive side anode, negative side cathode. Anode positive, cathode negative, valid only in electrolysis. Electrochemical cell, this opposite. In electrochemical cell, anode is negative and cathode is positive, right? Please remember that. Some students, they memorize anode positive, cathode negative. That is completely wrong. And some students memorize anode left side, cathode right side. That's completely wrong. If they want, they can put the battery in the other direction. No problem. There's no rule you have to point the positive terminal always to the left side, right? These are the misconcept. Even some teachers, they memorize, like, they train the student to memorize the anode positive, cathode negative, left side anode, right side cathode. No, there's no rule like that in chemistry. So this positive side is anode in case of electrolysis, so it can be left or right, okay? If you want, you can check the terminals of the battery. There's no rule like that. Then the other one, okay, what is the first one? Look at the terminal, see whether it's electrolysis or electrochemical cell. Number one, if it is electrochemical cell, is completely different story. You have to use the activity series. Number two, label the terminals of the battery and name the anode and the cathode. After that, separate that is the third step. Separate the ions in the solution. What is the third step? Separate the ions in the solution towards the cathode and anode. Before you separate the ions, look at the screen, everyone. You should know what are the ions available in this solution. I'll write within bracket. NaCl solution consists of Na plus, Cl minus, H plus, OH minus. Is that clear? Okay, are you all writing this? Please raise the hand those who have got the printout of this paper. Otherwise, it takes again about 5-10 minutes to copy down this diagram, and you will tell complaint that now you will not do it properly. Please raise the hand those who have got the printout of this tute. Tute means the support seminar paper. Those who have got the printout. Those who have got the printout in your hand or the hard copy now. There are more than 60 students, around nearly 70. Right, only 35, nearly 50% of the students. Others, at least make a small sketch of this diagram. No point of just copying down the answer without knowing the diagram. Okay, don't use the ruler. If you are taking the ruler, they don't check in the oral paper whether it's 90 degrees the angle here, right? Even though if you draw, like, very artistic, like, the diagram, like, very perfectly done, if your answer is wrong, no marks. No, this is not art, right? Or this is not English subject. This is not art subject. Therefore, they don't they check your science skills, not the English skills. So even if you English, they don't check your grammar, like, whether it's active voice or passive voice in the marking. If your scientific term is there, that's all right. If you give that idea in your answer, even if you ask to explain, right? Now, out of these 4 ions, let's see the anode is what? Positive. Anode is positive. Therefore, anode attracts anions. I'll again write. Anode is positive, cathode is negative. In electrolysis, anode is positive, cathode is negative. This positive anode attracts what ions? Anions. Na to Na. Na to Na. Na to Na means what? Anions are attracted to the anode. Anions are attracted to the anode. What are the anions? Anions are negative ions. Cl minus and OH minus. What ions get attracted to the anode? Cl minus and OH minus. Okay, are you all writing? Please write that. Separate the ions towards the positive. So the Cl minus and OH minus. Chloride and hydroxide ion. The other side, what ions get attracted? Na plus and H plus. What ions? Na plus and H plus. That is the third step. Na plus and H plus. Okay, now the last step. Okay, what is the first one? First task, see whether it's electrolysis or electrochemical cell. If it is electrolysis, positive side is anode, negative side is cathode. And third task, separate the ions towards the anode and the cathode. Very simple. Any other example that follow the same steps. You will never do any careless mistake if you follow these steps. Right? Sometimes what happen? Some students, the cell is given electrochemical cell. Then they write the answers for the electrolytic or electroplating or electrolysis. That is completely wrong. How do you know whether it's electrochemical cell or electrolysis? If there's a lamp or milliammeter, right? Then it is. If there's no battery connected, definitely it is an electrochemical cell. If you imagine here ammeter or galvanometer or milliammeter or lamp or LED, then it is electrochemical cell. That means chemical energy become electrical. Electricity is generated. Electrochemical cells. Now these days there's a big demand for the electrochemical cell because of power cut. This is what it is called power bank. Then UPS cell increasing. Even I had to go. It's very difficult. Like there's a the shortage of these devices in the market now. This electrochemical the batteries, in other words. So USB power bank or power backups. So these ones, there's a big demand because router not working when there's a power cut, then can't do online. I am also facing the same challenges, right? Then you need either UPS or whatever, so you need a power source to on the router, otherwise can't continue, or to recharge your battery is dead, then it's very difficult to continue 2-3 hours the lesson, right? Now you can see the impact of electrochemistry, right? Okay, then what did I tell now? If it is electrochemical cell, chemical energy become electrical energy. Now this is electrolysis. Now this question is about electrolysis. That means we are supplying electricity and make the reactions. We supply electricity and make the reactions. What is the energy transformation? In electrolysis and electroplating, what is the energy transformation? Electrical energy becomes what energy? Chemical energy. After my explanation, you should be able to write the answers for all four parts. What is the energy transformation here? Electrical energy becomes chemical energy. In both electrolysis as well as electroplating, this is the energy transformation. This electrochemical, this electrolysis and electroplating, if you can copy down this in a short notebook. Right, this arrow you can write electrolysis and electrochemical cell. But if it is the other way around, look at the screen everyone. Okay, I'll put both the ends arrow, then it's easy to understand. I'll put this side downwards the arrow. This is for what? Electrochemical, electrolysis and electroplating. This electrolysis and electroplating. Then it is if it is the other way around, then it's electrochemical cell. So this one number 2, right? Electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell, the energy transformation upwards, chemical to electrical energy. If it is electrolysis and electroplating, the downwards energy transformation, electrical energy become chemical. That is electrolysis and electroplating. Electrolysis and electroplating. What is the energy transformation? Electrical energy to chemical energy. Can you all please copy down? This is not given in your textbook. Short method. Short method. Are you all writing? Electrochemical cell, electrical energy become chemical energy. In electrolysis and electroplating, chemical energy to electrical energy. That means you pass electricity and make chemical reaction. What is lysis? Breaking down. Electro means by passing current. By passing current, you break down this compound into constituent molecules, so the gas. Now let's see the reactions. Now out of these two ions, one anode inert, cathode also inert, graphite is inert. Then electrodes, if electrodes are inert, they don't undergo any reaction. Can you write? Inert electrodes do not undergo any reaction. Please write everyone. Put it right. Inert electrode. What are the inert electrodes? Graphite and platinum. There are two inert electrodes that you have to remember. Here is also carbon. Both sides carbon, carbon. Inert electrodes, they supply current, but they don't undergo any chemical reaction. That means they are not corroded, or they are not. They don't gain or lose mass. Inert electrodes. This is applicable to electrolysis. Inert electrodes do not undergo any reaction. Example, what are the inert electrodes? Graphite and carbon and platinum. C and PT. I'll write C and PT. Inert electrodes highlight. If you, because actually I am doing the revision class not just to give the answers for this, because I can look at the marking scheme and tell the answers. No point. You should learn. You should explore the entire lesson. You have to recall the entire lesson when you discuss one question with me. Then when you discuss two questions, so you are directly like you are fully okay with the theory also, right? Okay. Now after my explanation, you will definitely be able to get answers for all this. Now I told the first one observation, you didn't get it, right? Two types of ion. Now we can get the answer for the part 2. X-terminal, what ions get attracted? Two types of ions travel towards X. You can write the answer now, right? Part 2. I have marked that Cl minus and OH minus. Cl minus and OH minus. These are the two types of ions. Anions, Na to Na, Na to Na, kata to kata. Na to Na means what? Anions to the anode. Kata to kata means cations to the cathode. Cations are attracted to the cathode. Right. Then now the hardest part, the most difficult task, predicting the reactions at the cathode and anode. Any anode whether it's electrochemicals, law, electrolysis, or electroplating, or A-level chemistry, or university level chemistry, anode is the place where the oxidation reaction occurs. What is the definition of anode? The site or the electrode where the oxidation reaction occurs. That is very important. It won't change with the type of cell or the anode means the place where the oxidation occurs. Cathode is the site where the reduction reaction occurs. Now we have to predict the oxidation or the anodic reaction. Firstly, we have to look at the electrode. Now electrode, no problem. Number one, you have to check whether electrodes are inert or not. Remember this order. First, you have to don't look at the ions before you write the anodic reaction. See whether the electrodes are inert. If imagine this is copper, what will happen if this is X is copper? Copper is all. Nothing happened to the Cl minus and OH minus. Can you read? Please write it. Please write here. If the X electrode, if the anode is copper, it is active and it dissolves. If the anode is zinc, it will dissolve. Nothing happened to the Cl minus and OH minus. Please write it. If it is only platinum and carbon, only the ions will oxidize. Because this, why I am explaining this much. This is one chapter or unit in your syllabus where you get essay type questions in the O-level paper. Most of the papers, if you can go through the past papers last few years new syllabus, either question number 7 or 9a, mostly question number 9a they have given electrochemistry. Sometimes they can give under structured essay also because there are practicals here, experiment, right? Now who can tell me? Please raise the hand. Now I told electrode nothing happened because it's inert, carbon is inert. Out of the two anions, which anion will oxidize? Anyway, someone has to oxidize near the anode. Someone has to oxidize near the anode. Who will oxidize? Whether both Cl minus and OH minus oxidize or only Cl minus or only OH minus. Who can tell me that with the reason? With the reason. Any volunteers with the reason? Who can tell me which ion will oxidize? Dasula? Manet? Adib? You know? Any volunteers? Anjana?
Cl minus is more electronegative.
Cl minus oxidizes because it's more electronegative. What about the others? Dasula, what is the answer? Manet? Those who raise the hand. Arosha? No response. Okay. Okay. The reason is, this is what solution? NaCl solution. NaCl solution has higher concentration of Cl minus than OH minus. OH minus and H plus very low, right? OH minus and H plus and OH minus come from whom? From water. H plus and OH minus come to the solution from water. Water slightly ionized, very low concentration. Therefore, NaCl solution has higher concentration of Cl minus. Therefore, Cl minus become what gas? Cl2 gas. What is the oxidation reaction? Cl minus becoming Cl2. So I'll write the oxidation reaction that occur at Y. How can oxidation? Can you make a small correction here? It can't be Y, it should be X. Right. Can you please write that X? Make it X here. Otherwise, oxidation cannot happen in Y. It's a printing mistake. Right. What is the, or else they have to make reduction reaction. Okay, I'll write both. Don't worry. Oxidation reaction that occurs at oxidation reaction happen at the anode, not at Y. Right here, 2Cl minus. Look at the screen, everyone. 2Cl minus become. Please make the correction. Either you have to make this X or you have to change the word oxidation to reduction. No? One of that you have to change here. So the answer will be 2Cl minus arrow becomes Cl2 plus 2 electrons. This is the oxidation reaction. Anode side electrons are given out. Given away electron oxidation. Given away electron oxidation. Sometimes this oxidation reaction is also known as what reaction? Anodic reaction. Anodic reaction. Anodic reaction. Anodic action. Can you all please write? Okay. One more additional thing. What is the reaction that occurs near the cathode? Who will gain electron? Cathode means reduction. So these electrons, negative terminal release electrons. These electrons are captured by ions, positive ions in the solution. Who will capture these electrons? Any volunteers can Who will gain these electrons? Yes. Who will gain electron first from the negative terminal? H plus or Na plus? This side you have to decide from the activity series. Who is at the top and who is at the bottom? Can Na plus sodium likes to sodium stay at Na in the in water? This aqueous solution, will pure sodium stay here? To make Na plus to Na very difficult, because Na plus at sodium is at the upper part of the activity series. Very difficult to reduce it. Always remember, in the activity series, the lower one, that the metals at the bit bottom, or even hydrogen below, hydrogen is below zinc, copper, magnesium, sodium. So ability of gaining electrons by H plus is higher. So therefore H plus become H2 gas. What happens near the cathode? H plus become H2 gas. H plus become H2 gas. Why am I explaining this much? This question is a very good question. Right, this is a very good question. Now what are the two products you are getting? Chlorine gas and hydrogen gas. What is left in the solution? Na plus and OH minus. Na plus and OH minus remaining in the solution. Na plus and OH minus can combine to become what? Sodium hydroxide. This is how sodium hydroxide is manufactured in the world. Why sodium hydroxide? To make soap. Right? Recently there was a blue diamond or something, like a ship got faced an accident in Sri Lankan waters, and there was a huge like marine pollution. I don't know if they can remember that. So there the sodium hydroxide was there. NaOH. Why NaOH? NaOH is most widely used strong base in the laboratory. Even the experiments in the oil science lab, they use sodium hydroxide is also known as caustic soda. Na plus and OH minus remain in the solution, that is called caustic soda. Why caustic soda? To produce soap, caustic soda is required. Now these days all are washing hands. There's a big demand for caustic soda industry. Therefore they can make more profit. Those who are manufacturing soap, there's a big sale these days. They make more profit. Right, sanitizers. Right. Now what are the three products you get here? Chlorine gas, hydrogen gas and sodium hydroxide. What is the order? Can you all remember the order now? First look at whether it's electrolysis or electrochemical cell. Number 2, look at the battery and label the anode and cathode. Anode oxidation, cathode reduction. Last step, separate the ions in the solution towards the anode and cathode and write the reaction. That's it. After that you can answer any question here. Now write, okay, I gave the answer. I'll highlight the answers. I gave answers for all this. Observation I didn't write. Cl minus and OH minus attracted to the X terminal. Then X terminal Cl minus and become Cl2 gas. And can you write the cathodic reaction also? Oxidation reaction, can you write separately? Cathodic reaction also. Whatever the question they ask, you can write now. Cathodic reaction or the reduction reaction will be what? 2H plus become H2 gas. 2H plus. Therefore, if you pass electricity through NaCl solution, you can get three valuable products: chlorine gas, hydrogen gas and caustic soda. Chlorine gas, hydrogen gas and caustic soda. Now, what is the substance? Last one is very important. What is the substance remain at the bottom of the solution? Answer is which turns red litmus into blue. They have given a clue also. Red litmus turns blue. Who turns red litmus blue in the solution left? Sodium hydroxide or caustic soda. Or you can write, they don't have the chemical name, you can write sodium hydroxide or caustic soda, or you can write even the chemical formula NaOH. NaOH. Any questions? Sodium hydroxide. Right. What is the answer for the part 1? I didn't tell the answer. Observation, what to write? What are the observations here? Who can tell me the observations? Raise the hand. There are so many observations. They are asking only one observation. Mention an observation in the setup. Who can tell me an observation in the setup? I'll ask the answer from Arosha, Ayad, Devish.
Occurring gas.
Evaluation of gas bubbles at the terminal.
Yeah, very good. Evolving of gas bubbles at the electrode. Evolving of gas bubbles at the electrode. Evolving of air bubbles. Don't write chlorine gas and hydrogen gas, okay? Because we don't know whether it's hydrogen or chlorine, because we can't detect that through our naked eye. Observation means whatever you observe through your naked eye. Then you have to do a chemical test for that gas to confirm that it's hydrogen or chlorine. So what is the observation? Evolving of gas bubbles at the cathode and anode. Understood? Okay, anyone still copying down? Please raise the hand. Shall I read this? Please raise the hand. Those who are still copying down. If you are done, please lower your hand. Because we have the next question. Done. Other than Venuko, I was writing. When you are done, please lower your hand. Right, done. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number this is also sodium hydroxide and HCl. Energy level diagram or energy diagram for this. What type of heat reaction this is? That means based on the heat change, we can classify the reaction into two types. Any volunteers part on the answer? Who can tell me the answer for the part one? Hurry up. Highlight here NaOH and HCl. When NaOH and HCl react, what is that reaction is known as based on the heat change to which type it belongs? Shamuti?
Exothermic.
Exothermic reaction.
Yeah, Suran? Yeah.
Exothermic.
Yeah, very good. Okay, all of you are correct. Please check with your answers. An exothermic reaction. An exothermic reaction. Number 2. In which X and Y energy is greater? Out of X and Y, which one the greater? Because look at that. This is like common sense, general knowledge. Which one the energy is higher? X or Y? Any volunteers? Fives? Devish?
In X.
Yeah. In Y, energy is higher. Okay, I didn't get the answer properly. Again, I'll ask the answers. Those who can give the out of X and Y, which one having higher energy? Manet? Samuti?
X.
Umar?
Y.
Some of you are telling X, some of you are telling Y. Look at Y axis, this way energy increase or decrease. Look at the middle arrowhead. Okay, everyone please write here. X or Y, this way the energy increase. So if you write this 100, this will be 400. Or say 200. Okay, this will be 200. Energy is, this is energy, Y axis energy. So this way energy increases. Here the energy increases. Energy increases. So X having high energy, Y having low energy. So why you all tell Y? Answer is X. X has high energy, not Y. Right? Write the chemical, suitable chemical substance. That means during exothermic reaction, why this middle arrow? This is the direction of the reaction. Please put an arrow. This pink one, this arrow is what? Direction of the reaction. Direction means what? Reactants to products. Reactants to products. What are the reactants? NaOH and HCl. NaOH and HCl become reactant. So that you have to write at the top. NaOH plus HCl reactant. So in a chemical reaction, arrowhead is pointed from reactants to products. Arrowhead is pointed from reactants to products. So what are the products here? When with neutralization, what is formed here? NaCl and H2O. What are the two products? NaCl and H2O. NaCl and H2O. I'll write here NaCl and I'll write here NaCl and H2O. You should better write that about this. Since I don't have space, right? I'll write here. And so this NaCl and H2O. Sodium chloride and water. NaOH plus HCl react to form sodium chloride and water. Now if I write this, now I gave the answers for all three parts, suitable chemicals for X and Y places, or else you can write there, or you can write even write suitable chemical X and Y places. That means you are right in the graph. Now Now if I write the answer like this, you don't get full marks. What is missing here? Who can tell me what is missing here? In the energy level diagram, it's not 100% correct. You will not get full marks for the part 3 if you write the answer like this. Who can tell me what is missing in this? I have placed them properly at the right position. Yes, what is missing in my answer? Dasula? Fives?
States like gas,
Very good,
solid.
Dasula.
States.
Yeah. Physical states, very good. So remember, there are 2 lessons in your syllabus. Physical states you should write. One is this, chapter 8. Whenever you write a chemical reaction, chapter 8, unit 8, grade 11, unit 8, physical state must. Physical state must. You have to write. Physical state necessary. Otherwise they will deduct marks. But in grade 10 other reactions you don't need to write. If it is because the energy change depends on the physical state also. That's the reason. Understood? What chemicals used for X and Y places? So I wrote, and you have to write the physical state. What are the physical state here? NaOH AQ. Within bracket you have to write here itself AQ. HCl also AQ. NaCl AQ. H2O L. So energy out here, energy release. Therefore, it is an exothermic reaction, right? According to, and this is a neutralization reaction as well. Please write here. This is neutralization as well as an exothermic reaction. Okay, shall I read the screen? Anyone still copying on this? What are the other reactions that they can give for this? Instead of sodium hydroxide and HCl, they can give magnesium hydroxide and HCl, like milk of magnesia. Magnesium hydroxide is a base. Any acid base reaction exothermic. Any other acid base reaction exothermic. In addition that they can give sodium plus water. Piece of sodium reacting with water, that is exothermic. There are many other examples they can give, because this one repeated, they have asked several times this NaCl and NaOH and HCl. So in upcoming papers they can use other reactions for this, sodium with water, or else magnesium plus HCl, metal plus acid, metals with acid exothermic, right? Metal with water exothermic, and bases with acid exothermic. So these are exothermic reactions. Even if you take HCl and water also exothermic. If you dilute acid, or if you put in sodium hydroxide in water, that also exothermic. And even any combustion reaction. Remember now these days LP gas, petrol, diesel, very popular. No, very there's a big demand because Russia, Ukraine, because of the war, the dollar, the barrel, this crude oil, the price has increased, and in Sri Lanka also the electricity, they can't supply the demand because they don't have enough fuel, right, to generate electricity. Now any combustion reaction, if they take CH4 plus oxygen becoming carbon dioxide and water, then also this take the same one. You have to write CH4 and O2 at the top, CO2 and water at the bottom. Then if you take propane, C3H8, any hydrocarbon, combustion of any hydrocarbon, exothermic. Propane and butane and propane together called LP gas, C4H10 plus oxygen. Or else combustion of petrol, octane, C8H18, octane plus oxygen, combustion. Any combustion reaction exothermic. So please note down these things, because they will not ask the same reaction again in upcoming paper. Sometimes they can ask MCQ, which of the following is the correct energy level diagram for this reaction. They can give, there are so many reactions to ask. So in your syllabus at least you should know the combustion reactions are exothermic. Any combustion reaction, combustion of petrol, diesel, LP gas, propane, butane, hydrogen, methane. In addition to that, acid base reaction, acid with water, base with water, acid metal reaction, and metal with water, all those are exothermic, right? Exothermic means heat is out. What is the exothermic reaction taking place in your body? What is the exothermic reaction taking place in your body now? Respiration. From respiration, heat is evolved. That helps to keep your body warm. Therefore, it's a biochemical reaction, and that also exothermic combustion of, or in other words, oxidation of glucose in mitochondria, and exothermic process. Right, let's move to the next question. This lesson is important. It is introduced to new syllabus in 2016. Therefore, there are questions in the new syllabus paper. Right, part D. Atomic number is given, element is given. What is the reason for C and D to be in the same period? When you are given this type of question, my advice, write the configuration in front of each atomic number 2, 7, 281, 286, 286, then 2818. Then you can get the answers you can get the answers easily. Okay, I'll write it again. What is the first task? Before you write the answers, my advice, you can write even the real symbol within bracket, because essay type paper you can write anything, right? Atomic number 9 is fluorine. Then you are familiar with element. Atomic number 11 is sodium. Then you will not do careless mistake, but don't use the real symbol to write the answers, but you can write atomic number 16 is sulfur. Atomic number 18 is argon. If you don't know the symbol of the element with the atomic number, that is the end of your chemistry. Don't sit this time all level. When I tell atomic number 11, if you can't tell sodium, that is the end of your chemistry. You can write the configuration now, you can answer any question. Right? Please study the first 20 elements of the periodic table. When I tell atomic number 13, answer aluminium. When I tell atomic number 20, answer calcium. When I tell atomic number 17, answer chlorine. Now you can't tell straight away, but at least you have to count hydrogen, helium, lithium, barium, like that. Until 17, you have to count and tell the answer. Otherwise, you can't do chemistry. It's like you are going to do a diploma without knowing the alphabet, English alphabet. If you are going to do chemistry without the periodic table, it's like you are going to do English degree without knowing the English alphabet. Something like that. Therefore, please, I don't know. Please raise the hand. Those who can write the periodic table, hydrogen, helium, not the top to bottom. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium. Please raise the hand. Without looking at any notes like this, can construct the periodic table. Hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, boron, like that. Like this. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon here. Yeah. How many of you can write? Please raise the hand. Those who can write the. I'm expecting everyone to raise the hand. Don't raise for lies. Then, because you have to be honest. If you are lying to your teacher, parents, and the doctor, you will die sometimes one day. But only 52 students can write the periodic table without looking at any note. 52 only. What about the 55? Good. 55. Can write the 56. Can write the periodic table without looking at any note. Not the long form, only the first 20 elements with the atomic number. What about the other? There are nearly how many students remaining now? 13 students who didn't raise the hand. What about the Yasiru, Tarushi, Suran, Shenuka? You didn't raise the hand. Setnu, Sadia, Omar, Kasundi. You can't write the periodic table. Manushi can write. This Sansa with the what's the name code? Dinal, Tasula can write. I think some of you are silent. Anyway, I think majority of you can write. Okay, good. And now my next question: how many of you can write without looking at the note activity series? 14 metals, grade 10, chapter 16, activity series. Grade 10, unit 16. Please raise the hand. How many of you can remember the activity series? 14 metals, activity series. Without looking at any note, activity series. Please raise the hand. Be honest. What is the point of doing the chemistry questions without discussing the chemistry? If you can't write these two months before the oral exam. How many are there? Now 50. Good. Right, more than 50 students. Very good, excellent. I'm happy. Right. Okay, good. And very few. Some of you are not responding. Maybe some of you all know, but okay. Right, good. Now let's see again. Back to the question. Sodium atomic number 11. Okay, 2, 7, 281, 286, 288. Okay. Now I wrote the configuration also and the real symbol. Now we can get the answers easily. Use only the English letters to answer. Be careful. Now some papers, they are testing whether you are adhering to the instructions given. Right. Some students, they like, Pandit, like they write the real symbol. Look at the instruction given. Only the English letters to the answer. That means you have to adhere to the instructions given. That also a mistake some students are doing. Now write the reason why C and D are in the same period. Why C and D in the same period? Who can give me the answer? Very simple question. Niresh, where are they? Niresh, what is the answer, Niresh? Where? Yes, Niresh. Yeah, Niresh, what is the answer? Dinal, Randima, part 1 the answer. Suran?
They only have 3 power shells.
Yeah, they have 3 energy levels. Both C and D both has 3 energy levels. both C and D has what? Only 3 energy levels. Equal number of energy levels. Why they belong to the same period? They have equal number of energy levels. They have equal number of shells or energy levels. Shells. So you can write energy levels. Equal number of shells or energy levels. Please raise the hand those who are written that answer. How many of you had done this before? Now are you all writing the answers now when I am telling? Huh? How many of you had done this before? Please raise the hand those who are marking the answer with the red pen now. How many of you are marking the answer with the red pen? Those who have done this before. Those who have done this at home, please raise the hand. Instead of copying down the answers from the screen, those who are marking the answers now with the red pen, with the marks. There are more than 30 students. Good. Okay. What about the others? Remember now, no point of just copying down the answers, like if you will not improve. Even your answer may be wrong, but you have to mark this. Okay. They have the same number of shells. Write the pair of element which has same valency. Which ones I mean say? Okay, I'll write the valency here. Valency is number of electrons taken in or given out or shared. Valency is equal to the number of bonds also. Valency here 1. Here the valency 1. Here the valency 2. Here the valency 0. So which one has same valency? Sodium and fluorine. That means don't write sodium and fluorine. You have to write what? A and B. Please raise the hand those who got the answer. Part 2, the answer A and B. A and B. Same valency. Group 7 and group 1 valency same, because group 7 gain 1 electron. Group 8, group 1 lose 1 electron. Sodium lose 1 electron. Fluorine gain 1 electron. Valency 1. Okay. Next one. Which one show allotrophic forms? That's a good question. Part 3. Who can give me the answer? Who can give me the answer? Part 3. Which element shows allotrophic forms? I highlighted that. Part 3 the answer. Any volunteers? Ashen. Who can do? I'll ask the answer. Ayad?
C.
Avya? Shera?
C.
Yes. Very good. Answer is C. What is that? Sulfur? Ne? Sulfur, there are rhombic and monoclinic. Answer is C. Don't write sulfur. Real symbol. Answer is C. So what are the two allotrophic forms of sulfur? Rhombic and monoclinic. What are the other elements shown in allotrophy in our syllabus? Oxygen has allotrophic forms. Oxygen. Okay. Please write the allotrophic elements. Allotrophic elements. Allotrophs in our syllabus. Number 1, carbon. Number 2, oxygen. Number 3, phosphorus. Number 4, sulfur. These are the elements showing allotrophy in your syllabus. Can you please write this in a short notebook, everyone? Hurry up. Carbon, allotrophic forms? Graphite and diamond. What are the allotrophic forms of oxygen? O2 and O3. Ozone. Phosphorus, there are 3 allotrophic forms: red phosphorus, black phosphorus, white phosphorus. Sulfur, there are 2 allotrophic forms: rhombic and monoclinic. Rhombic and monoclinic. Right. These are the they will not ask the name sometimes. They, at least you should know. They can give a MCQ in the whole paper. Which of the following elements show allotrophic forms? So which of the following elements exist as allotrophic forms? They can ask in the exam. Okay. Are you all writing this in a short notebook? Are you all maintaining a separate CR book for the paper class short notes? Now next month, 25th of March, the exam, provincial exam, they have scheduled from 25th of March to 1st of April, and there's a support seminar paper for this time batch. From now, these days actually I'm translating that. Most probably by the end of by next month by second week you will be getting that also. From the school they might conduct that seminar. This time batch, oral batch support seminar papers from the Provincial Department of Education, Western Province. Sinhala medium one is already ready, but English medium you will get within once. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Part 4. Write 2 observations when elements C burns in air. What is burn in air? C. What is C here? Sulfur. When you are going to burn sulfur in air, don't burn it because it's a cancerous gas. Sulfur when you burn, what is the answer question there? They are asking 2 observation, right? 2 observations when you burn sulfur. 2 observations. You can give me 2 observations when sulfur burn in air. C means sulfur. Can you remember now? You can understand the benefit of writing the real symbol, right? So rather than C burn in air, when sulfur burn in air, you get the point, no? You can easily tell the answers. When sulfur burn in air, the 2 observations. Part for the answer, who can tell me? 2 observations when sulfur burn in air. I will ask the answer. Afan.
React with oxygen and produce sulfur dioxide.
Okay, Afan. Any other alternate?
Orange
Ash?
blue color.
Blue color reacts with oxygen and produce sulfur dioxide. Blue flame. Ayad? Dasula? Davish?
Burns with a blue flame and gives out a bad odor.
Right. Yeah. One observation. Good. One observation. Burns with blue flame. Blue flame. One observation. When you burn sulfur, it burns with blue flame. Right, everyone? Burns with blue flame. This is the answer for the part 4, right? Part 4 the answer. Burns with blue flame. Next one you can write. It produce white smoke is given out. White smoke with choking smell. Katuka ganda. It's very strong smell. Not unpleasant odor. Hydrogen sulfide unpleasant odor. Ammonia also very strong smell, characteristic smell. Sulfur dioxide has a choking smell. And white smoke burns with blue flame and emit white smoke. Right. Next one. Draw the structure of B. Draw the structure of element B, that is sodium. Element B is sodium. 281. How to write the structure of B? Sodium, the structure. Sodium Na. You get the first energy level, second energy level, third level. My advice when you are writing this, reduce the gap between the energy levels. You can write here 2 electrons. First level 2 electron. The next level you have 8 electrons. 2, 8, and last level 1 electron. That's it. The structure of element B. Right. Then question number 7 I will discuss next. Now I discuss one complete essay type question. Question number 7 I'll discuss next day. Now I'll move to the prototype paper, the compulsory subjects. Did you please, if you are going to do Sinhala class or Max and the other subjects also, please try to do this. It's available, this paper. I have shared this with your WhatsApp group. Any newcomers, if you are not got this PDF, please send a request after the class. I'll forward this to your WhatsApp. These prototype papers from the Department of Examination. When they introduce new syllabus, first batch, they release a series of prototype papers like this for the main subjects, compulsory subjects, right? Even the other, and with the structure of the paper. Now this one you can this for the first print process, that is from the Department of Examination. Now this one I think they give also. Please try to do them before the exam, before your exam. It's a good practice because this from the Department of Examination. And science paper I discuss. It's science paper. I think first 5 MCQs I discussed with you last week, right? Now first 5 MCQs I discussed with you. I think we had to start with question number 6 as I remember. 6th MCQ. 1 to 5 we discussed. Okay, 1 to 5 we discussed. 1 to 4 I think we discussed. No. Or didn't I discuss any of this? Let's try it. I think first 3 we discussed. No, yeah, first 3 as I remember. Right. Can someone check with your the MCQ paper and reply on chat from which question, which MCQ we had to start? From which MCQ we had to start? I think as I remember I discussed first 3. From fourth, okay, okay, when you can, Ashwin, right, okay, thank you, right, okay, okay, right, I got, right, from fourth onwards, okay, from fourth MCQ, a course for gastritis would be, any volunteers? Course for gastritis. Who can give me the answer for the fourth MCQ? Right, everyone, if those who have not got the printout of this, right, uh, Department of Examination, prototype paper. Prototype paper by Department of Examination. Prototype paper only once, right? They don't release prototype papers every year. Prototype, once the syllabus change, the first batch get all the subjects prototype papers from the Department of Examination. Similar questions they can repeat. Now I'll ask the answer from Nuin, Suran, Rohini.
Not taking meals on time.
First answer.
Right. Very good answer is first one. Not taking meals on time. Sometimes you also can get gastritis when the oral exam is closed. That is due to the stress, mental stress. Right. This one, remember, drinking water excessively, that is not a problem, but I mean, it will not cause a serious disease. But this one, low fiber content, and if you postpone this one, that can cause what is called related with the digestive system, constipation, malabadya. Can you please write, put an arrow towards 2 and 4, right? It can cause the problem constipation. That is also associated with digestive system, a disease. So gastritis also associated with digestive system. If you drink too much water, also not good, but you have to drink these days 3 to 4 liters of water because of hot climate. And if you are physically, like, a lot of sweating, then you have to increase the volume of intake. But if you are not drinking enough water, then you can get kidney problems, right? Renal, yeah. Then number 5, any volunteers? This is from hydrocarbon lesson. You have to get them respectively. Who can tell me the answer for this? Any volunteers? Respectively. Ethane, ethene, propane. Eth means 2 carbon, prop means 3 carbon. Okay, remember, at least if you know this, you can get an idea. All this, so this contain 3 carbon. Ethane, alkane, ane. Okay, first I'll ask the answers from you all. I'll ask the answer from Rohini, Abdullah, Niresh, Rosha,
First one.
First answer.
Kumar,
First answer.
and Tirani,
First answer.
Malshi.
First answer.
Yeah, very good. Answer is what? First one, C2H6 ethane. Right here, alkane. It's an alkane, C2H6, N alkane. Ethene, it's alkene. Alkene, it is C2H4. And this is propane, this is propane, C3H8. C3H8, that is hydrocarbon. All these are hydrocarbon, all these are organic, all these are non-polar, all these are covalent, all these are insoluble in water, all these are fuel, all these are combustible. What are the common things about alkane and alkene? Common to both. All are organic. Can you all please write here? Both alkane and alkene. Any hydrocarbon organic. Any hydrocarbon covalent. Any hydrocarbon non-polar. Non-polar, covalent, organic. Any hydrocarbon, alkane, alkene, propane, butane, methane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, organic, covalent, non-polar, insoluble in water, combustible, that means can be used as fuel, combustible, right? And they have relatively low melting and boiling point, and with the increase of the relative molecular mass, boiling point and melting point increase. and they're less reactive also, right? Okay. Then I mean less reactive in the sense like they don't react easily. They are insoluble in polar solvent. But okay. Answer is first one, I assume. So all of you are correct. Answer is first one. C2H6, C2H4, and C3H8 propane. Okay. Let's move on to question number 6. I'll erase the screen. I'll erase the screen. Answer is first. Question number 6. Any volunteers? Forces in equilibrium. In which one the forces are in equilibrium? Those who have not got the printout, right? Prototype paper from the Department of Examination 2016. Compulsory subjects. I'll ask the answer from Abdullah Venukar.
Second one.
Nar, Niresh, Manin.
First one.
First one.
First answer. First answer.
First. Okay, please raise the hand those who are saying the first answer. Those who are telling the first answer, please raise the hand. How many of you are telling the first answer? Forces at equilibrium when the fruit falling off a fruit from a tree. Remember, if forces are at equilibrium, it is under Newton's first law. Please write that everyone. Newton's first law. Newton's first law. Newton's first law means what? Either at rest or move in with constant velocity. I don't know how many of you can remember the Newton's first law. At rest or constant velocity. Constant means uniform. Constant velocity. Constant velocity. Is that clear? So which one tells about at rest or constant velocity? If it is moving with a constant velocity, answer is second. Answer is second. A vehicle running at a constant velocity then forces at equilibrium. Why? Until you apply an unbalanced external force, any object will be either at rest or moving at constant velocity. Until you apply unbalanced force means now forces are balanced. That means forces are at equilibrium. Remember, when fruit falling from a tree, it is uniform acceleration, gravitational acceleration, not constant velocity, uniform acceleration, gravitational acceleration. Right? Remember that. It is Newton's what? Second law. It is not, forces are unbalanced. Newton's second law means forces are unbalanced. Velocity is increasing. Ball rolling on a rough horizontal plane. So again what? Deceleration. Newton's second law. It's deceleration. Rough surface, what happened? Velocity can decrease. Moving down the smooth inclined plane, velocity increases. Newton's second law. Acceleration. Newton's second law. Acceleration. F equals ma. F equals ma. Newton's second law equation. I think most of you all are not good in this part, as I think you have to study this. Please write everyone, if forces are at equilibrium, resultant force is 0. If forces are at equilibrium, resultant force is 0, then it is under Newton's what law? Newton's first law. Until you apply an unbalanced external force, object at rest remains stationary, objects in motion moving with uniform velocity. Right. Please raise the hand with this understanding. Got the answer second before me. Before me, those who got the second answer with this understanding. Equilibrium means forces are balanced, the resultant force 0. Therefore, either object should be rest or moving with constant velocity. How many of you got this answer? Around 20 students, right? Please, others, please note down this. You can get this similar question again. Because it's more important than the provincial papers and the other school term test papers, this support center papers and prototype papers, right? Next one. Right. I'll erase the screen. Question number 7. 7th MCQ, any volunteers? Moving of the shoot apex towards the light. That is due to the action of plant hormone. If you grow a potted plant, it bends towards light. Bending of the shoot apex towards light, like this here. It bends towards light. Towards light. What is this called? Positive. Towards means positive. Towards light. Towards light means if it is away it's negative, if it is towards is positive. Since it is the stimulus light, we call it photo. Towards light, photo. With the bending there's a growth. Towards light means positive. Towards means positive, and light is photo. Light means photo. With the bending there's a growth, that is called tropism. This is how you get it. Towards light, growth. Towards light there's a growth, therefore we call it what? Please look at here very with very logical this when you're writing this. Positive towards means positive, right? Light means photo. Then growth, with that there's a growth, that is called tropic movement, tropism. Positive phototropism. And since it is away from gravity, this is also known as what? This is also called negative geotropism, moving away from gravity. This is also called negative geotropism, away from gravity. Therefore positive the shoot apex, positive phototropism as well as negative geotropism. Shoot apex is also known as what? Apical meristem. What is this? Apical meristem. Shoot apex come under which type of plant tissues? Apical meristem, meristematic tissues. Apical meristem. Actually there's a plant hormone released by the shoot apex. It travel more toward the shaded side. In our body, like imagine in humans this won't happen. Imagine light falls to your head more from this side. You are staying under the sun, the light, you receive light from this side. Will the growth hormone travel to the opposite side and you are bending like this way? No, you don't grow like this. You understand? That is like kind of very funny. Okay, so but in your body the growth hormone won't travel to the shaded side, and this side the length will not increase the bones. But in plant that happens. In plants that happen, growth hormone auxin travels more towards the shaded area, this side, and that side the length of the tissues increase and elongation take place. That's why the bending take place. That is a scientific reason. So what is the answer for this? Positive phototropic movement. Answer is 3. Please raise the hand those who got the third answer before me. Right, very good, excellent. Number 8, shall I read the screen? Number 8. Remember, not just to give the answer, you should. Okay, next one, number 8. Any volunteers? 3 elements given here used to make transistors and diodes. Burns with blue flame. Here, that support center paper we discussed. Blue flame issue in a gas. Blue flame is sulfur. Transistors and diodes we use silicon or boron, semiconductors. Bright flame leaving white powder, that is magnesium. This is silicon. Now don't look at the answers, you write these 3 symbols and see whether which answer contain these 3: silicon, sulfur and magnesium. Silicon, sulfur and magnesium. Answer is first one. Please raise the hand those who got the first answer. Question number 8, those who got the first answer, you can mark with a red pen. See whether you can get 30 plus for this paper. You have to do this at least the 40 MCQs. You have to answer this paper. So these are like really the standard papers. Good. There are 30 students, more than nearly 50% got it right. Then next one, question number 9. Question number 9. The pressure is equal at which points? The pressure equal, that is a keyword here. Pressure equal to that of point A. To the point A, the pressure equal which point? Pressure, I'll mark here A. Here A. What is the answer? Any volunteers here? Point A, the pressure is equal to which point out of B, C, D, E? B, C, D, E. I'll ask the answer from same state of his Ash. Where's Ash here? Right, Ash said Ash.
E.
Abdullah,
E.
E. Very good, both of you are correct. What is the reason? Who can give me the reason why only A and E the pressure is equal? Those 2 points the pressure is equal.
Same depth.
Yeah, at the same level. Yeah, same level of the liquid. Same, yeah, same depth. So they are the same level. At the same level of the liquid, the pressure is equal. Can you write that also? So the answer will be capital E. Answer will be capital E. Write the reason. At the same level of the same liquid, the pressure is equal. Right? At the same level of the liquid, at the same level of the liquid, same level of the same liquid, not different liquid. At the same level of the same liquid, comma, pressure is equal. Liquid pressure is equal. Same level of the same liquid, the pressure is equal. Therefore, answer is E. Question number 10. 10th MCQ. Number 10. Any volunteers? Animal tissues. Spindle shape with single nucleus, uninucleated, spindle shaped cells, no crosslinks. Okay, I'll ask the answer first from Nuin.
First answer.
Number 1.
Said, Kavya,
Answer.
First answer.
very good. Yeah. Okay, very good. All of you are correct. Smooth muscles and cardiac muscles. How did you know whether this cardiac is branch? So this is a unique characteristic of branch fibers, cardiac, right? And the other one, this is needle shape or spindle shape with tapering ends, right? The smooth muscles. Question number 11. Sometimes they can ask similarities. They can give this type of diagram and structure is type. They can ask two structural similarities. Both are involuntary. Functional similarities. Then you can write both are involuntary, right? They can ask structural, functional, or the location. They can ask, right? Okay. Question number 11, chemistry. 11th MCQ. Who can give me the answer? 11th MCQ. Any volunteers? Some students for like at least like they never raise the hand. I have Tirani. Okay.
First answer.
First answer. Okay. Tirani gave first answer. Let's see. X2. Okay. Okay, Tirani. Now let's see. I'll work out. X2SO4. You can separate back to the ions. This 2 is whom? This 2 belongs to sulfate. 2 belongs to sulfate. Why? 2 come from sulfate side. Therefore, sulfate become SO4 2 minus. What? SO4 2 minus. Sulfate 2 belongs to sulfate and SO4 2 minus. Right? Then next one, X become what? X become X plus, because the other side nothing. X will be X plus. Now formula of calcium chloride is formula of the chlorate of X. Chlorate is what? ClO3. What is chlorate? ClO3. So when X combined with chlorate is ClO3 minus X plus. Just to combine, charges are balanced. 1 1 X ClO3. Answer is first. First you have to go for this, second you have to go for this. Let's see. First you have to get the charge of X and you have to combine that with the chlorate. From where did you get chlorate? From this one. Chlorate given in the symbol given. Chlorate is ClO3 minus, not 2 minus, because this 2 belongs to the other side calcium. Please raise the hand those who got this answer. First answer is first one. Answer is first one. X you get from here. Right, very good. Okay. Number 12. I'll erase the screen. 12th MCQ. Now remember, due to power cut or whatever the situation, I will not cancel the class. I am also well prepared. If they tell power cut, I am also like, I will keep all the devices ready with me. I'll keep my devices fully charged. So you also don't tell sir power cut I couldn't join. Okay, you can request the recording. I'll give the recording, but It is not an excuse. If you are really wanting, you can ask of your parents or someone else's device, or you can connect, because actually when you get the record, in my past experience, the students are not following completely, not like the live ne? So therefore from time to time you look at, you don't do it properly, right? Once, because you have to study the other subjects also, you have the other classes, and you will mix that, because after 5 days it's get again deleted automatically from the cloud. Therefore make your maximum effort to join the live online class, and then it's because it's like it's very punctual, so your commitment, dedication, number one, right? Okay, now the other problem, remember, don't tell by next month, sir, lightning, thunder, raining, I couldn't join. No, remember, mobile devices, wireless devices, no risk from the lightning, right? If you only can search in the internet, no one will die when you while using the phone in during rainy or lightning conditions, right? Mobile phone, no risk at all, right? If you have wired connection, uh, if you are connected that to the plug point, or wired connection, there's a risk, but wireless situation, that no problem. That is the problem. Next one arise by April, because your oral exam is in May. April again the rainy season. Sometimes what happen, bakmaha kuno, something the people are used to say in Sinhala, right? Therefore the people again complaints are even now reading can't join. Okay, don't tell, because if you know science, if Sinhala or there are some other digestion, that's okay, but science class don't tell. So lightning can't join. Otherwise, how can I do the class? Then I have to cancel all the classes, right? Okay. So therefore, you have to be well prepared, right? Now, number 12, who can give me the answer? To get smooth direct current, this word is very important. Any question, please underline the most active word, smooth direct current. If you are climbing a mountain with the mobile phone, or if you go to the peak of Piduruthalagalo Everest with the mobile phone, you get the lightning storm. That is not due to the mobile phone, that is due to the, you are like open area. If you are using the mobile phone in the paddy field, yes. Not because of the mobile phone, you are in an open area. Playground or beach or maybe open area, then that is risky, but otherwise due to the usage of mobile phone, wireless communication, nothing will happen. Okay, then direct current from alternate to smooth direct current, you need two devices. For smooth you need capacitor, electronics, and direct current you need what? Rectifier diode. What diode? Rectifier diode. Direct current you need rectifier diode, rectifier bridge, and for smoothing you need capacitor. What is the answer? Answer is 3. For smoothing, what is the device we use? Capacitor, not the resistor, right? Answer is 3. Please raise the hand those who got the third answer. Please raise the hand those who got the third answer. Question number 12. Right, very good. Question number 13. I'll erase the screen. Epithelium in the respiratory tract. Epithelium in the respiratory tract. Those who are smoking cigarette, this epithelium get damaged. Then what happened? Directly the cancerous chemicals go into the alveoli or the lungs and get lung cancer. Act like secretion of mucus. Why is secretion of mucus? To trap the dust and germs and to keep the surface moist. And removal of foreign particles. So what are the inhaled air, the foreign particles get trapped in mucus. The first damage goes to the epithelium due to the smoking. The first damage goes to the epithelium due to smoking. Don't let anyone to smoke in front of you, right? Who can tell me the answer? Any volunteers? Question number 13. First damage. I'll ask the answer from Ayad, Ashen, Umar, Abdullah.
First
Guys,
answer. First one.
First one.
Devish,
Second answer.
Shira,
Second answer.
Second one.
infection of the epithelium due to the destruction of cilia. Infection caused by microorganisms. Actually, secretion of mucus. This is the last step. You can abnormal growth of the cells means that is actually cancers, right? That is the last one. Last one. Infectious, that is one before the last one, that is like can cause infection of the epithelium due to the destruction of cilia, that is due to the deposition of tar. Tar get deposited and drying of the epithelium due to the cease of mucus secretion. First one will be the most correct answer. After that, okay, if you only write the order for 1 3 2 4, what is the order here? 1 3 2 4. So the best answer is first one, right? Best answer is first one. 1 3 2 4 will be the answer. This is the order, the damage cause. One, you get after that 3, after that you get 2, after that you get 4. That's how it happens. Next one, question number 14 and 15 based on this. Any volunteers? 14th MCQ. PQRS respectively, whether it's acid, base or neutral. Don't look at the answers in front of PQRS, right? Whether it's acid or base. Turns red litmus to red. Then we can't decide. Red to blue. Okay, I'll ask the answer first. 14th MCQ, Dasula, Venuka, Faiz, Manit, Ayad, Umar,
Fourth one.
Fourth one.
Amati, Abdullah. Fourth answer. Okay, most of you gave the fourth answer. Let's see. I'll mark the fourth answer and again we'll double check. Acid, neutral and basic. P, you'll get the respective. Okay, P will be, don't know, it will be mostly neutral. Why? Red to red, ne? No change. Red to red can be even, remember acidic. There are two reasons. Red remains red. That is due to the, if you take acids turns blue litmus to red, but not red to blue. Acid, blue to red. Turns blue to red, definitely acid. Last one should be acidic. Turns blue litmus, other way, this blue to blue, no, blue to blue, they are not, we can't decide. Red to blue, definitely base. Sorry about that. Red to blue, basic. Red to blue, definitely basic. Who turns red litmus into blue? Bases, basic solutions. Please write that first. You can start with the one you already know because you are familiar with what red litmus turns blue by bases. So like sodium hydroxide. Acid turns blue to red. Basic solution. So in which one the middle one is basic? There's only one answer. The middle one is basic. Look at here. Q is basic only in one answer. That is this. Q basic. Respectively, Q become basic in the middle one. Okay. Answer is 3. Please raise the hand those who got the third answer for this. With this understanding. This can be blue to blue. It can be neutral. Or it can be one basic one also. Either neutral or basic. Okay, I'll write the others also. It can be neutral or basic. Bases will not turn blue to red. Okay, blue to red only by acids. Basic ones either basic or neutral. This one you can write either acidic or neutral. Remember, this is also very important. Some students think acid turns blue to red as well as red to blue. That is completely wrong. Acids turns blue litmus to, say, vinegar, blue to red, red no change, red remains red, red no change. Bases convert red litmus to blue, blue litmus no change, blue litmus remains blue, blue litmus remains blue. No change. No change. Is that clear? Bases, no change. Blue litmus remains blue. Acids, blue litmus turns red, red to red. And neutral ones, okay, I'll write the third one, neutral ones. Neutral, I'll write at the top, this corner. Neutral ones, blue to blue and red to red, no change. Neutral one, red litmus remains red, blue litmus remains blue. No change. By both blue and red litmus, no change by neutral substances. So that's why you get here blue to blue turns blue, blue, that is neutral, and the first one it can be acidic or neutral. Please copy down all these three. Any questions? 1, 2, 3. I will copy it down. When you're done, please lower your hand. That means acids won't change the color of red litmus. Acid changes the color only blue litmus. Only blue litmus turns red by acids. Are you all writing? Please raise please raise the hand of still writing. You have to add this to your short notebook. Answer is 3. Done. When you're done, please lower your hand. I'm waiting for you. So example, acid means vinegar. Base means sodium hydroxide. Litmus papers, these are litmus test. Acid is vinegar, CH3COOH, vinegar. A base means sodium hydroxide. So neutral means, say example, H2O, water. Done. Okay. Are you still coming down? Adib, are you done? Are you still writing? If you're done, please lower your hand, or else you can take a screenshot. Right, I'll erase the screen. Number 15. False statement about solution P. They're asking one more question, sorry. False statement about solution P. What is the false statement about solution P? P is what? I told you what are the possibilities for P. Red litmus turns red means what? Either it can be, it no need to turn red, it's already red. There's just a small correction. Red litmus turn, wait. This is the other way around. One more thing. Give me a second. I'll check again. They have given at the top red litmus. Okay, this is the other way around. Wait. What you wrote is correct. Okay, your short note is correct. No need to change the short notes. But again, I'll check the table. Give me a second. Blue litmus, they have got red litmus. Red litmus turns red. Blue litmus turns red. Red litmus remains red. Blue litmus turns red. Okay, A should be definitely. Look at again. I'll write it again. P has to be red to red, blue to red. Red to red, no change. Blue litmus, that is definitely acidic. Sorry about that. This acidic. Q. Red litmus red and blue litmus remains blue. That should be neutral. R. Red litmus blue no change, that is basic. Yeah, sorry about that. Now I have to take this vertically. Yeah, I had done a simple mistake. Now you can check again. What is the answer now? Acidic, neutral and basic. Acidic, neutral and basic. Answer is 4th, right? Yeah. You have to change the answer. Sorry about that. Answer is 4th. But your short note, what you wrote is correct. Analyzing the answer, yeah. Answer is 4th. Please raise the hand the 4th answer for this. It should be 4th. Okay, please change the answer. Answer is not 3rd, 4th. Blue to red, acid. Acid and red to blue, base. Red to blue, basic. Yeah, red litmus turns blue. Right, very good, very good. Yeah, blue to red, here red to blue. Red litmus turns blue, that is red. Red remains red and blue remains blue, that is neutral. This is neutral. Okay, so Q is answer is 4th. Now what they are asking the false statement about question number 15. Look at the screen around. Question number 15. Any volunteers? 15th MCQ the answer. I'll ask the answer from Nuveen,
Fourth answer.
Devish, Shira,
Third
Third
answer.
answer.
Fourth answer.
Third answer.
Abdullah, Faiz.
Fourth answer, sir.
Fourth answer. Third and fourth. Question number 15. Some of you are telling third, some of you are telling fourth. Let's see. They are asking the false statement. False statement. False statement. About whom? Solution P. Solution P is acidic. Therefore what? Acidic solution pH value is what? Less than 7. pH value is less than 7. That is correct. It's acidic. Right here everyone, solution P is acidic. Why is it acidic? It turns blue litmus into red. It turns blue litmus into red. Therefore it's acidic. It's acidic. Right. Now reacts with bases producing salt. Yes, that is what? Since it is acidic, it can react with bases producing salt and water. That is called neutralization reaction. Salt plus water. Correct. That also correct. Solution P is acidic. It reacts with bases producing salt and water. Correct. Reacts with any metal liberating hydrogen and reacts with any carbonate to produce carbon dioxide. Acid. Any carbonate acid react to liberate carbon dioxide. That is correct. Why is third statement? Okay, please raise the hand those who got the answer 3. Answer is 3. Correct answer is 3 for this. Who can? How many of you got the third answer? Why third one is wrong? False one is third. False statement is third. Why third is wrong? Any volunteers? Very good. Those who got the answer. Solution P is because of any. Underline the word any. Any metal react with any metal. Remember, metals like silver, gold, platinum do not react with acids. Metals like silver, platinum, gold do not react with acids. Do not react with acids because of any metal. Some of the metals they don't react with acids to liberate hydrogen. Metals silver, gold, platinum do not react with acids to liberate hydrogen. Don't react with acids, therefore do not liberate hydrogen. There must be a reaction to liberate hydrogen gas. Acids don't these jewelries they don't react with metals, acids to liberate hydrogen gas. Okay, it's a very good question. Question number 15. So it's a very good question. Remember, you get like, there are MCQs in the oral paper, those are going for the A pass. There are MCQs, those are going for the S pass. As well as there are MCQs, most of the MCQs like middle level questions. Those are going for C and B, mostly C. Most students get C pass and S, and very few get like A and B. Oral science paper. Question number 16. 16th MCQ. Given below are several types of waves. Gaseous medium can travel through gaseous medium. That means to travel through a gaseous medium, it should be mechanical wave. It should be mechanical wave. To travel through gaseous medium, mechanical wave can travel through gaseous medium, as well as Electromagnetic wave, mechanical wave. Electromagnetic waves also can travel through gaseous medium because light travels through gas or electromagnetic. Right. Which can travel through gaseous medium. Mechanical transverse. Okay. Mechanical transverse wave can travel through gaseous medium. Only the waves which can travel through gaseous medium. Mechanical transverse, mechanical longitudinal, electromagnetic waves. Okay, I'll write one example. Who can give me an example of mechanical transverse wave? Who can give me an example of a mechanical transverse wave? A, can you give me an example? Example for A. Any volunteers? Manit, Devish, Faiz, example in our day-to-day life. Venuka?
Water wave.
Water waves.
Very good. Water is mechanical as well as transverse. Very good. Give me an example for B. Who can give me an example for the wave B? Then you can easily decide.
Sound waves.
Very good, Devish. Sound waves. Who can give me an example? There are many examples for electromagnetic: UV, X-rays, gamma, radio, IR. There are many. There are 7 electromagnetic waves, and you can take any of them. Electromagnetic waves, radio to gamma. Radio to gamma. You can write UV, IR, visible light, infrared. So what is the answer? Now who can tell me the answer? Now at least I gave the example. See whether can sound travels through gas? Can sound travel through solid? Can sound travel through water? Can water waves travel through air? Can, because tsunami, water waves, mechanical waves can travel through air, travel through a gaseous medium. Who can give me the answer for the question number 16? Now you can tell me the answer. Devish, Manit, Faiz,
Fourth
Ayat.
answer.
Fourth answer.
Very good. Very good. All of you are correct. Answer is fourth. Very good. Answer is fourth. Question number 16. Answer is fourth. Then question number 17. I'll erase the screen. 17th MCQ. Place where epithelial tissues carry out the function of filtration. Epithelial underline, filtration underline. Who can give me the answer? Number 17. Any volunteers? 17th MCQ the answer. I'll ask the answer from Abdullah, Ash, Faiz, Ayad, David, Anit.
First
First
one.
answer.
First one.
First answer.
Very good. All of you are correct. Answer is wall of the Bowman's capsule. Very good. Excellent. Filtration. Ultrafiltration. What happens in the nephron? The first step. Ultrafiltration. Ultrafiltration. Right. This is diffusion. A wall of the trachea, inner lining of the wall of trachea, not filtration. Wall of the blood capillaries, that is inner lining of the wall of the alimentary canal, no, active absorption. Yeah. Question number 18. 18th MCQ from physics. Quickly tell me the answer. Any volunteers? 15th MCQ, 18th MCQ. Refraction of light. Faiz, Venuka, Devish, Manit,
Third answer.
Third answer.
Chamuti, Tirani.
Third answer.
Third answer. Yeah, when light travel from rare medium to a denser medium, refracted ray bends towards the normal. Very good. Answer is 3. Right? When light enters from rare medium to denser medium, refracted ray bends towards the normal. Very good. So this is wrong. In rare medium, this will never happen. Right? In rare medium, this will never happen. In the rare medium, total internal reflection never happen. In the denser medium, it will not bend away from the normal. This is like deviated away. That will never happen. Always remember, in the denser medium, angle is low, angle is less. Here the angle is greater. Greater angle in the rare medium, that is correct. Greater angle. Here less angle, angle is lower. Lower angle, angle is low in the denser medium. Please write everyone, when light in the denser medium, angle is low. In the rare medium, angle is greater. This angle is high in the rare medium, angle is low in the denser medium. That's very short method. But here what happened? In the denser medium, angle is high. That is wrong. When light travels from rare medium to denser medium, refracted ray bends towards the normal. That's what you have to remember. It's given in the textbook also. Question number 19. I'll erase the screen. After this I'll stop. 19th MCQ correctly gives the organelle and the cell function. Any volunteers who can tell me the answer for the 19th MCQ? Manet, Tirani, Rohini,
Fourth answer.
Venuka,
Fourth answer.
Fourth one.
Abdullah, Faiz, Shamade.
Fourth answer.
Very good. All of you are correct. Mitochondria, production of energy. Mitochondria. Nucleus. Okay, if you want, I'll tell. Protein synthesis not by nucleus. That is by ribosomes. Protein synthesis by ribosomes and RER. Rough endoplasmic reticulum also they contain ribosomes. Maintaining the water balance, that is by vacuole. If you don't know, write it. Then controlling the life function, that is by nucleus. That is by nucleus. Control all the living life activities of the cell, that is by nucleus. Okay. So that's why the other three are wrong. Right, then question number 20 onwards I'll discuss next day. Next day I'll discuss the remaining 20 plus one essay type of the essay type questions of the remaining paper. Now next week I hope I will discuss at least 10 or 20 MCQs from this paper. Recently we conducted seminar series for all three areas, biology, chemistry and physics, for the Java education zone. I have shared this with your WhatsApp group also. Please try to complete. After the biology I will discuss chemistry and physics also, right? First we'll discuss biology covering all 35 lessons. Covering all 35 lessons. Here there are questions. 35 is what? Grade 10 20 and grade 11 15. Okay, so from the whole syllabus, both 10 and 11 syllabus, right? Try to complete this at least the MCQs by next week. So it's if there are newcomers, you can request this paper again. I think 2 days back I forwarded this to your WhatsApp group. Right, okay, then it's almost 10 o'clock. We'll stop for today. Good night and God bless you.